Look out! Oh hell yes, Dio's very first solo album, sort of. This group was under the name Dio, however, unlike Ozzy Osbourne where it's claimed as a solo act, Dio wanted this to be a group effort, but at the end of the day, he would deal with like the final production of the album or like the business dealings, but when they would write music together, it was a group effort and a very important group effort. Dio's Holy Diver came out in 1983 and the artwork is very kick-ass. It shows their mascot named Murray, who would only be on, I believe, 3 of their albums, maybe 4. And he's like some sort of weird demon dude. He's whipping a giant chain at a priest that's trying to swim away. And this was supposed to be some sort of juxtaposition or whatever the hell the term is, where you think the demon's trying to kill the priest. But Dio says, how do you know that the priest's not trying to kill the demon and that the priest is the bad guy? Whatever the fuck, Dio just assembled the band immediately. He did not want to quit when he had to leave Black Sabbath. He wanted to continue with the awesome ideas he got from Black Sabbath. This band is literally a fusion of Black Sabbath and Rainbow. He got his awesome bass player friend from Rainbow named Jimmy Bain to come back, who provides some great work in this album and a lot of writing as well. They also got the awesome fucking drummer from Mob Rules, Vinny Appice, and of course, Vivian Campbell on guitar. Vivian Campbell's a lot like Jakey Lee, and believe it or not, Jakey Lee auditioned for this band, or was supposed to be in this band. I would have much preferred Jakey Lee being in this band. Jakey Lee is a lot more of a down-to-earth guy like Dio, and Vivian Campbell's more of an asshole and would have fit more with Sharon Osbourne. Vivian Campbell's kind of an asshole because he ditched Dio and wasn't really interested in his project. He was more into the money, and then he joins Def Leppard. And after he pretty much obviously didn't give a fuck about Dio after he died, then he's like, oh, I cared so much about Dio, and started like a Dio tribute band with, I believe, Tony Martin. So he's a bit of an asshole, and Dio, during an interview, who's a very, very likable guy, but he hates it when people betray him. He holds a grudge, and he said Vivian Campbell's a fucking asshole. We start with the awesome fucking kick-ass opener, Stand Up and Shout, which is a classic song, and it's actually the title of Dio's cancer research fund thing called the Stand Up and Shout Dio Fund thing, whatever the hell it's called. I love the fast riffage on this song and the awesome double or triplets or whatever the hell that Vinny Appice does. It was very, very prevalent on this song, especially when that opening, when it kicks in, is awesome as fuck. It really brings up your energy and your ADHD and this thing go fucking crazy and just want to smash shit. The lyrics are very, very classic, and I love the way Dio sings on here. It's very melodic and awesome. And the chorus is very, extremely catchy. The guitar riff is very, very, very frantic and fucking awesome. 5 out of 5. What another great song that Dio has conceived. Then we get to the awesome title track, Holy Diver. Now, as awesome as this motherfucking song is, it's starting to wear off a little bit on me. It's probably not my favorite song on the album, and I even like Rambo in the Dark a little bit more now. It's very, very mid to slow tempo, and it has this weird type of keyboardy intro to it that's similar to maybe like Die Young or the original version of Stargazer. Then the synthesizer guitars do this awesome dive bomb. The song just goes right into it, this heavy as hell slow rhythm. The riff is very epic, and the music video for this album is very, very bizarre. It just features Dio by himself fighting people in like medieval times. However, it's filmed very, very awkwardly, where everyone just has like kind of slow movements, and there's no cutting to Dio singing or anything. It's just him like fighting around. And his lyrics of all this magical and crazy medieval shit really, really shine in this song. And it seemed very lacking on like Mob Rules. It's finally returned, and at its absolute peak. This album is so magical, and this is one of the prime examples. The guitar solos from Vivian Campbell are very good, but they remind me so much of Jakey Lee that I would rather listen to Jakey Lee. Holy Diver, of course, at 5 out of 5, great fucking song. Then we get to a song that I did not like as much at first. It's a lot like Lady Evil. It's very, very grooving, but man, I do like it a little bit more than Lady Evil. It's very kick-ass, known as Gypsy. I believe this one was written by Vivian Campbell, but I could be wrong. It has this incredible grooving rhythm. I love the fucking way Dio sings this song. The guitar solo is epic as hell too. And it's just a cranking badass time. But the song does leave a bit to be desired, so 4.75 out of 5. Then we have Caught in the Middle, which is kind of a weird song. It starts out really cool, and then it goes into the verse, which is really nice. The riff is a bit generic, but it leaves Dio to completely drive this song all the way home. The vocal melodies and the lyrics are so fucking perfect. It reminds me of Wishing Well, where he was pretty much the sole reason why that song got such a high rating. That if it was someone else singing it probably would have been like a good or okay song. He takes a somewhat generic, maybe filler song, and makes it very fucking good. The solo's good, but the bridge is very, very, very beautiful, and I love the way he sings so passionately on it. And every single part of the song is great because of the way he sings. But it does still feel fillerish. So I'm going to give this song with an awesome solo too, 4.5 out of 5. Then we have easily the best song off the album, Don't Talk to Strangers. It has a really nice, dark, melodic intro, and Dio sings sort of like on Children of the Sea, this almost childish, like, high-pitched, melodic voice. And it sounds really weird when he says don't go to heaven because it's really only hell, and then have like this really weird backing vocals that sound dark as fuck join him. I believe the last line he says before the song goes into kick-ass mode is something like don't love women because they only bring you down or something like that. The way he says down is so fucking awesome, and the song kicks in with one of the awesomest riffs I've ever heard. What's interesting about the song too is that what makes it stronger is that the first time the verse goes through, it does this thing that some songs do where it doesn't go right to a chorus, but it goes abruptly back to the verse, and it works at its full potential in this song. It just sounds so fucking dark because of that, and extremely heavy. But when it finally gets to the chorus, it sounds a lot like Hallowed Be Thy Name's chorus at the very end of the song, where it's so melodic and so fucking kick-ass. I just wish the song was longer. And to me, this is truly the epic song off the album. The solo's brutal as hell, too. It's just fucking perfect. 5 out of 5. Then we have one of my least favorite songs of the album, but it's still good. Straight Through the Heart. This is one of the songs where it's solely driven by Dio's great singing. It has a lot of like weird whammy bar-ish guitar parts. It's very, very rockin' and rollin', but not my cup of tea. Caught in the Middle has incredible vocal melodies. This one has some more like cutthroat vocal melodies, but it has better backing music to it. But overall, I just probably would rather listen to Caught in the Middle. So I give this one that also has pretty cool guitar solo. It's very, very Vivian Campbell-esque, and I believe he probably wrote this one too. I give this a 4 out of 5. Then we have a weird song. We have like almost another ballady thing known as Invisible. The song sounds really bizarre at the beginning. It sounds extremely beautiful and melodic and like very, very cheesy, and has a weird production effect to it where it just sounds all vibrant and really bizarre and like almost like a really, really old sounding record. But when the song goes right into it, it sounds fucking perfect. The riffs are incredible to it, and I love the lyrics to it as well. The vocal melodies are great. It's a very, very awesome deep track. And I love the way Dio says invisible and then the drums go ape shit. This is considered one of the weaker songs of the album, and I can see why, but to me it is awesome, awesome killer filler in a way. So I give this song a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Then we have one of my favorite songs of the album, Rainbow in the Dark. I couldn't get into it first, and Dio didn't like it at first either because it's a bit too poppy with the keyboards, and it does sound a bit like a hair metal-ish 80s song in a way, like early hair metal. But the vocal melodies and the guitar riffs and the keyboards all sound perfect together, and they form this great unison. And the bass sounds great with it too. I love the lyrics to it, the Rainbow in the Dark, almost paying homage to back when he was in Rainbow. I just absolutely love the later parts of the song where he's saying like the Rainbow in the Dark a little bit differently. It reminds me of like Stargazer and shit. It's so beautiful. It sounds like an old classic Rainbow song too. I do think the keywords are extremely prominent in this song, but it works to its absolute strength. 5 out of 5. Then we get to a weird song called Shame on the Night. It's very slow tempo, a lot like Lonely Is the Word, but I don't think it's nearly as good. It's very, very fillerish. It's very heavy though. It sounds almost like a Black Sabbath Dio era song. And I like the more quieting parts, like the dun 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 dun. But the riffs are pretty generic throughout most of the song, and I think the vocal melodies have a lot to be desired, and they're not that interesting. But I do love the way Dio says Shame on the Night, and he just drags up the note with like the vibrato. It's kind of funny. This album is a very, very great debut. However, I don't think it's as good as some people think it is. There's some songs I honestly skip sometimes, like Straight Through the Heart. I skip Shame on the Night sometimes, and sometimes even skip like Caught in the Middle. I think this is probably my third favorite Dio album.